And then I look at President's they got another group over there saying something about attack white supremacy. I don't even know what the hell they got. They got Nazi insignia. They're protesting something.
We want the law to be protected and to be observed. We want there to be an indictment and a trial, and if it turns out it was a lawful shoot, like the government says, then the shooters walk free, and I've got nothing more bad to say about them. Justice will have been served. No matter what the jury decides, it's in their hands.
I want somebody to come up in North America.
Here, yes, he ran a police roadblock, biggest mistake he made in his life, but he deserved to be arrested and tried for the crime of trespass, not shot down like a dog. Very, very simple. And if people can't get their minds around how simple that is, then I don't have anything else I can say to them. Folks to pay attention to what's going on here. We have some people from across the street who obviously may have a different political viewpoint, but they've come over here today.
Immigration detention centers that they're all corporations making money. It's like the government's properties and corporations are profitable, and they're not protecting us, they're not keeping us safe.
They're illegals to come in so they can make their desk politically and employ them and work for half as much, work twice as long for half as much money. I've written about that, and therefore people like the Tucson
keep talking about race and you bring it up. You know,
they're simply Republicans. They refuse to publish anything I've got to say, anything I write.
You don't hear any of us talking about racism. We're talking about injustices. Not one of us has mentioned the word.
Everything if somebody has to face the microphone. I don't need to. If I started something here where today people are discussing these issues peacefully,
if you're not going to listen, I'm not going to waste my breath.
I'm angry, but
she knows where I'm at.
Then I have accomplished exactly what
I'm trying to ask you to open your mind and stand with us against the injustices that the city, county, and state justices are doing to you.
Understand that process, and federal officials understand, from my standpoint, I'm not against what the people do. I'm against the people, the specific people who shot down LaVoy Finicum, and only a trial will ever satisfy. I don't care about the court. Only a trial by Trayvon Martin, a dead man.
Why say it?
Only a trial
because we keep it going. Because we keep.
That's all right.
It's taught. It's taught. I don't ignore it. My sense is
just have general language. Well, that's fine.
Asking if there's racist blown in my body.
What I want to do is to facilitate
allowing anybody
conversation. No. They came over on their own. I would have invited them.
I have to follow them regardless of where they're coming from.
Very, very happy. And you folks should be happy too, because the divide between you and government officials,
you know what?
Right now we're on stolen Tohono O'odham land and stolen Yaqui land, and people, many thousands, millions of people were murdered by regular folk who wanted land, not just the government. And millions of people, all native, were killed so that we could live here. And I want to honor that. And the fact that the life of one person now was taken, that's real. But the fact still stands that millions of lives were taken so that we could call ourselves America. And that is what hurts. That is what gets me. The gentleman over there talking about what hurts his heart. What hurts my heart is that right now, the Tohono O'odham people are fighting for their land still. That they're cut by a border. Their lands never recognized borders. They're stuck in between this place. It's just land to them. But to some people, it's our country. This is not our country. This is land that we happen to live on at the moment. We just happen to live here. And anything that we want to do to try to stand against state violence and state repression and state murder should be to stand in defense of Native people. The Santa Luis Apache right now are fighting for Oak Flat, being taken by Rio Tinto copper mine. That's a real fight right there, folks. And that land is not our land. It's not our land to go have fun on. It's not our land to go. It's their land to do ceremony in, to have sacred harvest in. It's their land, and we should support that 1,000%. Should we give our lives for that? Also, yes, I believe we should. Yeah, I think if push comes to shove, yeah, I'd give my life for their right to have their land back. Because every single one of us, ooh, I'm going to say it, is an immigrant in this country if you are not Native. I don't care if your family's been here 5 generations, 6 generations, their family's been here for thousands of years.
We are actually, we've had people killed over and over and over in this nation. It's not just about the ranchers. We have numerous people murdered every day in our streets. And the cops, the police are not held responsible for those actions. The flat truth of it is, the problem isn't white supremacy. We have a system of government that usurps our powers. Our Constitution gave us the right, I shouldn't say gave us the right, it restricts government in their rights to attack us. And the problem is that our young people, and unfortunately a lot of our older people, are not aware of what our real rights are, and our responsibilities under those rights. The flat truth of it is, our founding fathers helped to structure the Constitution so that in its purity, the way it was meant in the first place, that every man, woman, and child, no matter who they be, no matter where they come from, would have the right to worship, read, write, and enjoy privilege as long as they wanted to be free. The problem we have now is we have a superstructure in this nation that is run by corporations, and they're not all white. I mean, we got a half-white, half-black president, for golly sakes, folks. And you're talking about it being white supremacy. Ain't got a dang thing in the world to do with any of that. It has to do with the simple fact that our government wants to sell off all of our property, all of our goods to some other nation or some other company. And when we learn those things and we find out the truth and we educate ourselves as far as the Constitution is concerned, then we'll be joined and we won't be across the street taunting one another or being worried about what we look like or what color we are or what hairstyle we have.
People get this Cody Whitaker, who thinks he's a man, he's not.
It's not about LaVoy Finicum when it comes to this meeting. You undermine LaVoy's cause. You undermine LaVoy's cause. No, ma'am, I'll finish my cause. You want free speech for everybody but yourself. You want free speech for, you want people to speak freely but yourself. You just want it for yourself. I am not instigating. If you don't help the widow, Roy, you're a liar. You're stealing.
Does anybody else here have something to say? Please, besides him. He doesn't get to speak.
I get to say whatever I want to, Roy.
He doesn't get to speak through my microphone.
You're a liar because that's what you are. You're a liar and a false prophet. You are a drag queen patriot, buddy.
Nobody.
Are we going anywhere with this argument?
No, we're not.
You can say whatever you want.
I know we can't. You can't say it through here.
He's not presenting a threat to you. His hands are open and he's pleading his case.
That's fine.
Please don't say you're going to shoot anybody in the head.
I'm saying if he attacks me with deadly force, I will defend myself.
He said he was being disorderly. He's not.
Okay.
So let us enforce the law.
Okay.
You do your First Amendment.
Okay. Does anybody else wish to